two, one, and we are live.
Max and Alec here on Sports Radio 1766. A very special thing we are trying here. After the Howard game, we are attempting, seeing if this is something we want to do. Rutgers Football simulated season here on Sports Radio 1766. I like it because one of the things about doing this podcast is that it's hard to do video, so I like the idea that this is something that's like going on screen that like we will probably mostly pay attention to. I don't know how this is going to work. I have no idea how this is going to work because we're also still trying to do something that people could listen to.
We can
You'll be
do,
able to watch this on YouTube.
yeah,
I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll see.
maybe we could just give updates after every play.
Well, yeah. We'll be giving some updates. It'll be happening on the background. This is like the very low rent version of the Manning cast. And obviously, look, we're going to talk about the Howard game. We'll talk about Akron. Uh, we'll talk about whatever else may be going on. How are we doing? How are we feeling today?
Feeling good. We ran into some technical difficulties. This is taking a little bit longer to get off the ground than we would have liked, but we got it working now, and that is all that matters.
We think we have it working. I'm not 100% sure that we have it working.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
sure?
I guess the only
I
way to
see
find out
Akron.
is,
I see
yeah,
Akron. I see Rutgers. So
yeah.
the eventual plan is maybe to do this like live on YouTube or Twitch or something, and maybe people could help call plays. I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air. Sports Radio 1766. We kind of just we're building we're building the plane as it's flying.
Yeah.
So this is just something we're going to try. But did anything in your view? Should we get this started? Should we get the let's get the game. Let's get the game going.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Uh, yeah. What are we being warned about?
If we
Was
just want to
that?
actually spectate.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So was there anything that you felt happened in the Howard game that was worthy of reacting to? Because I didn't it's kind of one of those like for me it was just it felt like every single one of those games that I've ever seen before where I didn't think a single interesting thing happened, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Do we want to go 4 or 5 minute quarters is the question.
Let's go four. I feel like we're already up
Okay,
against the clock here
that's fine.
because of our what did we tend to start at 4:30. Then I was late, and then we had an hour of technology delays.
Yeah.
But now we figured
Yeah, so I set it for noon since that's the game time, and apparently it's supposed to rain, but I don't want to have it be rainy the entire time, so I'll just set it to overcast.
and just wait. I feel like this is like why don't we want it to be rainy the whole time?
Well, do you want it to be rainy the whole? I mean,
Are
let
we
me.
are we try, wait are we rigging it on behalf of Rutgers? Would rain help Akron more? Is that
I
what we're trying to do?
I don't know, but let me check the forecast and see what we're working with.
I think it's supposed to. I think it might start raining in the second half.
Yeah, let me just see what the
Is there like an
what the forecast
unpredictable
says.
option?
Unfortunately, not. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Overcast is fine.
Yeah, it says cloudy with occasional rain in the afternoon, high
That's fine.
77. So it says chance
Overcast.
of yeah, it says chance of rain 80%, but we don't want it to be like raining the entire time.
Overcast is good.
All right, so we got 4 minutes. We got the regular broadcast team. I don't know if we'll actually. I muted the game audio just so we can
Yeah,
talk and not have to worry about
yeah,
hearing them.
no, definitely.
All right, yeah. Instead of Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock, you'll be hearing Max and Alec.
Um, yeah, you'll be hearing us. Well, we're not gonna like do play by play. Oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this game played. I haven't like watched anyone stream it or anything. This is pretty cool. The intro and everything here.
Yeah,
But as far as the Howard game is concerned, and I don't really want to spend a lot of time talking about Howard as the team gets ready to come out of the tunnel. Did you think anything interesting happened in that game?
I mean, it was cool to see Sam Brown look like his old self again, like he did in the Pinstripe Bowl, and it was really cool to see Antoine Raymond get his run in maybe controversial fashion, but it was still cool because he's supposed to be a high
Oh,
school
right.
senior right now.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I thought it was cool. The auto-generated coach that is not Greg Schiano is hyping up the team on the
I was gonna ask
sidelines.
who is this guy?
I
I didn't get to see his face.
I don't know. Wow, this was quick. All right, so Rutgers is receiving the ball first. Um, Looks like that is Dylan Braithwaite receiving it, and he probably should have fair caught it.
All right, so they're at like the 18-yard line. But no, that those things were cool. It was cool to see Sam Brown look pretty good. For me, I kind of like how the season is shaping up, where there's kind of these like it's like the Howard game's like a practice, right? Let's get everyone in the stadium. Let's get our tailgates going. We've got the new we've got a nice little 15-yard run here. Nice little move by Monangai. But we've got our new security system in place. We just kind of get everyone out there, small crowd, to warm things up. Again, I can't think of anything I saw. The pick six was cool, right? Getting on the board. Obviously,
S-
people were frustrated with the offense, the way it played in the first half. But in the end, the score was 44-7. Kind of what I feel like that was like almost what the line said. What was it? I don't know what the over under or what the spread exactly was, like 35 or something. But it was right in line almost with what the game ended up being.
Yeah, pretty much. It depended on the book, but it was about like 36 and a half, I think was what I saw. So
Mm.
basically right in line. It looks like Rutgers is driving early. We have
Oh
two
yeah.
early handoffs to Kyle Monungai, a nice pull block by Brian Felter on the to set up the big run. And it looks like they are all right. This is so realistic to the
Ooh.
actual Rutgers offense. Three straight handoffs to Kyle Monungai to start the game.
They just handed off on 3rd and 7.
No, second and seven. So now this is third
Oh,
and
okay, they
seven.
updated it real quick. Okay, they updated it real quick. Because like
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Because one of the ideas that we had for this is that we were going to I think I said this where maybe have it like interactive like with the audience where we call the plays or something. Um but yeah, this is oh, we got a sack in the backfield.
LaJoshua
Oh,
Jackson just took down Ethan Caligmanis. Now he's hitting the air guitar in the backfield.
you know the names of the players on Akron. Look at you.
Well, I don't actually. He just showed up in the lower third, and there he is now.
Oh, I see. Oh man, because I played the old NCAA a lot as a kid.
Yeah,
So seeing the actual names of the players in the game when you didn't have to like edit them in for hours and hours is really weird.
yeah. All right, here we go. Now it's so Michael Hartshorn is still the punter for Rutgers in this simulation.
Isn't he at like Susquehanna
Yes,
Community College or something?
yeah, Lackawanna, I think it was. All right, we got a
Okay.
fair catch. I did take out Muhammad Toure, but I did not take out some of the other guys that didn't play against Howard, like Wesley Bailey
Okay.
and Flip Dixon. So they're still in, but Muhammad Toure is out. So now it's time to see. Ben Finley is also in, but I don't think he'll play this Saturday because he got absolutely beaten to a pulp by the Ohio State defense, unfortunately for him. So it looks like it'll be a New Jersey kid, Taj Bullock, starting from St. Peter's Prep.
Do you know anything about Akron University?
That is the town of which LeBron James, or the city of which LeBron James hailed from, but that has nothing to do with the
Right.
university.
Steph Curry was born there too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Joe Moorhead's
The
the
real
head
king of
coach.
Akron. Was that?
Joe Moorhead's the head coach.
Joe Moorhead is the head coach, right? Former dark horse candidate, according to various people of the Rutgers football internet.
Yeah, nice tackle by Tyrene Powell. He is here in this game as well. Don't know if he'll be back in real life on Saturday, but we got a third down. So this is pretty exciting. 0-0 game, a real defensive battle right now.
Because so when I was a kid, I lived in Ohio a bit, and the first college football game I ever went to was actually at the Rubber Bowl in Akron, an Akron Zips game, where we won the tickets from a trivia con. This is gonna date me. Damon's Bar and Grill. I don't know if anyone. It was a chain like a long time. I don't think that definitely doesn't exist anymore. Won tickets to the old Rubber Bowl and went down there. That's really all I know about Akron football. They're the Zips. Um, let's see. Let's see. List of University of Akron people. Oh, John Heisman
Wow. All
of
right,
the Heisman,
that's pretty
right?
impressive. I mean, the Rutgers
Okay, he
defense
was.
just Rutgers defense just forced a three and out, so now they're on offense.
Wait, I see. He was
And
a
we have
head football coach at Bucktail College, which is now Akron.
we just had
Huh.
another handoff to Kamanan guy. I feel like this is extremely disjointed, but it kind of works as like the first time that we're doing
Did
this.
Did you know that John? I didn't know there was a John Heisman. Did you know that? I guess I assume that's who the Heisman is named after, right?
Yeah, I think he was the head coach of Georgia Tech way back in like the 1910s and 20s as well.
Yeah, I see. He's got a lot of different schools here. But for me, as Monangai gets stuffed, oh no, he got the first down. Okay, across the 41-yard line. But I didn't know there was a John Heisman. That sounds like something I would have made up.
Like
Like I would have made
John basketball.
right, exactly, like I don't know, like John Heisman just sounds like what I would have made up if my wife ever asked me like what the name of the Heisman was. I would say, oh, it was John Heisman. She thought, my wife when she asked me like where Rutgers came from. I was like, oh yeah, Henry Rutgers. She thought I was making it up. Like
I mean,
I
I,
had to take out
I
my phone and say, no, this is a real person. That Henry Rutgers is not fake.
yeah, I don't blame her. All right, it looks like they're just going to let the clock run down to the end of the first quarter. Still 0-0.
Maybe yeah, the quarters might need to be longer. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it looks like there's not a whole lot going on in between the plays, so it's moving very fast, and also they are taking forever to actually run the plays. Rutgers is outgaining Akron. We still have not had a passing yard through one quarter from either team.
You know who's from the University of Akron? Alexa Bliss,
Wow.
University of Akron.
All right, let's see. I still no passing. Another handoff to Kyle Monungai on a
Have we
draw.
not? Wait, Rutgers hasn't thrown the ball. Oh, no, we did. We went back to pass, but I think he got sacked.
Yeah, Calic Manis got sacked on third down. And Akron, Ben Finley is 0 of 1. But now it's 3rd and 9, so I'm assuming we're getting another passing attempt here.
So what I'm thinking for this, and we'll see how long it ends up being, because actually this game's going by pretty quickly,
It is.
is that this is it might not necessarily. By the way, Bob Huggins,
Oh, and
Akron.
another handoff to Kyle Monungai. That's pretty impressive. I
Yeah,
think
these
I think
people
the
who.
fake Greg Schiano should not be a coward and go for it on 4th down from midfield.
Yeah, so I haven't seen this guy yet. I'm just looking at somebody's like keister right now on the sideline. Very bad camera work.
And they're punting.
Punting on 4th and 4 at midfield. Oh man, this is how you lose to Akron.
Once again,
Do you imagine?
still no passing yards. That wasn't even that great of a punt. It landed out of bounds, but it went out
That's
at the
why he's at
23.
well, that's why he's at Susquehanna Lackawanna Community College now.
I don't even think it was because he was bad. I think it was he in his announcement that he was leaving. He said he wanted to go back to a more traditional style of punting, which makes me think the staff kind
Interesting.
of wanted him to transform to that Australian rugby style, which now they have with Jacob Anderson, who looked very good in
Hmm.
his first game. I will say, even though he only punted like 2 or 3 times.
Um, yeah, I didn't actually. I don't know if I saw any of the punts. I was kind of, I had my kid there, so I was maybe 70% paying attention to the game, probably less than that.
Yeah. All right. Nice tackle by Dariel Jabome, who heck of a game for him against Howard. 14 tackles. He was all over the place, filling in for Tyreen Powell
Jabome,
and Mo Toure. Now it's 3rd and inches. We
Haywood,
still have not
Jabome.
seen any passing yards yet.
How, how was that KTR event last week, by the way?
It was fun. I'm sure everyone heard. Oh, we finally have a passing yard as Akron converts on 3rd and inches. It was fun. It was a lot of different people there. Obviously, Steve Peichel was there as well as he brought Zach Martini, Jordan Durkak, and Jeremiah Williams. The panel that Danny hosted with Ryan Neal, Joe Martinick, and Mike Tia was also very interesting as we hit our 2 minute timeout or warning, I guess as it's called in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
say, isn't it not called the 2-minute warning? It's called the 2-minute timeout.
Not according to this game, it's not.
Wow.
But there's like apparently ESPN doesn't want them to call it the 2 minute warning for whatever reason. We should finally see some passing yards now.
By lowering the quarter length of this game, what we really did was we really upped the variance because it's still, I mean, not that this game couldn't be 0-0 near the end of the second quarter. In fact, maybe it will be 0-0 at the end of the second quarter.
The
But
problem is that Ethan Kaliakmanis has 0 passing yards.
does he have a passing attempt yet? Has he
He
has he thrown a pass?
I don't know if he has
Okay.
because the last 3rd down was a draw to Kalmanungai. Oh, and we have an injury timeout for Lawrence Seymour. I'm assuming that's some kind of offensive lineman, but I don't know because we did not see him. And now it's 3rd down, so we'll see if Rutgers can get the ball back. All right, here we go. Let's win this. Oh wow, the Rutgers defensive line, Malcolm Ray and Aaron Lewis combined for the sack, and it looks like the pressure has really been dialed up. And as Rutgers calls a timeout, so they're going to get the ball back. We'll see if they can actually do anything. And just like in real life, they're going to send the house on this punt attempt and see if they can get a block.
Are there block punts in this game? Do they
Uh,
happen?
yeah, it's not very common as Christian Dremel fair catches like he usually does. It's not very common. You have to kind of get like a canned animation where the punter takes like an extra step to actually get the block. All right,
So you
here we
said at
go.
some point,
Ethan Kaliakmanis has thrown for a passing yard.
nice, yeah, 9-yard gain there on first down. 90 seconds left here in the first half. Rutgers, what about near the 40-yard line? So you said that I think they're actually reviewing this. They might overturn it. Is that what this is? Oh
Oh
no, it's
nope,
just
now they're in hurry up.
it's good to see that this game has not gotten less janky since I stopped playing Madden and stuff like 15 years ago. As
Oh
far as like,
no.
oh my goodness, we've got a
Oh,
pick six. Oh
oh
no.
no.
Oh
That was
no.
really bad. Joey Hunter, a 40-yard pick six. Ethan Kaliakmanis threw it into the flat, and Joey Hunter read it like a book. Man, that was an extremely impressive jump route. Not a good look
Oh
for
my,
Ethan Kaliakmanis in the video game.
how's a Johnny Shepard in this game?
Very good. Like people who play
Yeah.
online, and online's a completely different animal than offline. They'll actually start him instead of Ethan because he's very good on the run and like just
Mm,
scrambling and running an option in
yeah.
general. Yeah, that was
Interesting.
bad. That was a really bad
Should we run?
decision.
Wait, should we run the option? Should we? Maybe we should switch Rutgers to running the option when we do. If we do this next time, we should switch Rutgers to running the option.
Against Virginia Tech.
Um, yeah, why not? Well, they'll never
Well,
see it coming. They'll never
well,
have any idea. They'll have no idea.
well, based on this passing game so far, it might not be the worst idea.
Mhm.
I do want to discern that Ethan Caligmanis, I don't think would throw that pass in real life. At least I hope
I
not.
don't know. I don't know. This game's a pretty realistic simulation.
Yeah, Dylan Braithwaite, that's who just returned that kick. He has the highest speed on the team at 96. All right, let's see if Ethan Caligmanis can redeem himself with this 1 minute drill now.
So you're waiting on a call from a high school football coach
I am.
you mentioned before
Oh, nice pass, and Demir Miller dropped it.
in your role on Central Jersey Sports Radio. What game? What game are you guys doing this week?
Bridgewater Raritan is traveling to Piscataway, so
Oh, okay.
that'll be a fun matchup at 6 p.m. on Friday.
I look forward to it maybe at some point reprising my role as the fifth alternate on Central Jersey Sports Radio. If Mike Pavlichko calls like 16 people and none of them are available, he'll get down to me eventually.
Demir Miller just dropped his second pass in a row. So the Rutgers passing game looks awful right now in the College Football 25 simulation against Akron.
How about Kenny Fletcher in the game on Thursday? That would be cool if we got some tight end stuff. We haven't had thrown to the tight end in a decade, so that would be
Yeah.
cool.
I thought he looked really good. It wasn't a ton of, I don't want to say not impressive as a surrender handoff to Kavanagh guy on 3rd and 10, and Rutgers will punt. I don't want to say it wasn't anything impressive because it was, especially considering Kenny Fletcher became a full time tight end about 8 months ago. But it
Hmm.
was a lot of just find him in open space and let him rumble down the field, which he did plenty of times. So very impressive game
Yeah.
for him. And really good to see Rutgers targeting the tight ends. It was on the same play too. Each time they switched sides a couple times when they went on that play action rollout and just found him in the flat as Finley finds a wide open receiver. 29 passing yards for Ben Finley, almost at halftime.
It
But
would be
yeah,
cool. I would love, yeah, I would love to see more from the tight end because we kind of have a sneaky, not even sneaky, a great history of tight ends at Rutgers, right? Between Marco Battaglia, L.J. Smith, Clark Harris. Didn't have a long career in the NFL as a tight end, but is still in the NFL. Is he still in the NFL as a long snapper? I think he might have retired recently. I'm not sure.
I think he
But
retired.
obviously,
Yeah.
even beyond like Tyler Croft, a long history of really good tight ends. So it'd be cool if, to get the tight end more involved.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Kenny Fletcher moving over from a rotation defensive end to tight end, it's not easy, especially in one offseason, as it looks like Akron is now driving down the field to take a two-possession lead. And we got a play action from Finley.
No
Uh,
pass rush whatsoever. None.
he just threw the
Absolutely no
ball
pass
away.
rush.
I saw
Fake Greg
two.
Schiano should be ashamed of himself.
I saw two or three Rutgers defenders falling over themselves after shedding their blocks. So we're at
I
24
thought you said
seconds
something
left.
completely different. Shedding. He said shedding their blocks. Shedding.
Oh, did you think I said something not family friendly?
I heard some. That's what I heard. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they did.
that
They
might
did
that might
shed.
that might be what what they start doing if the fake Greg Schiano starts setting the blitz. They might start well not shedding their blocks, but doing
Yeah.
something else with.
All right, another drop pass. We've noticed a lot of drops in this game so far, and it's not even raining.
I gotta say, graphically, this game is awesome. Like they
It
really they
is.
got the shape of the stadium well and the sideline decor. All of that looks really cool. It's very well done.
Yeah, the problem is this is still an EA football game, so gameplay there's something left to be desired, but a nice pressure. I think that's Jazeer Peterson that got to the quarterback from the defensive tackle spot. So now they're going to be forced to kick a field goal with 18 seconds left.
It honestly from watching the simulation, it's amazing how this game's really not like the mechanics don't seem that different from the way the game was like 15 years ago. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I
All
don't
right,
know how
it's
the
going to
actual
be
players move and stuff.
49-yard field goal for Akron. It looks like it is right through the uprights. Wow, that was impressive.
How many quarters would you have to give the Rutgers offense to score 10 points in this game?
In this particular
In this
game,
game, not in
based
real life.
on how
I
they've
don't know.
looked, I have no idea. Considering they have been
We're gonna
absolutely
lose to Akron.
miserable. I guess so. This is on varsity. I mean, the difficulty I guess doesn't matter since nobody's actually playing the game.
Right, no, it's impartial.
Yeah,
The,
but
what are the
still,
do you know what the overall? of these? What are the overalls of these teams? Do you know?
Rutgers is like a 79 overall. I think Akron's like a 72.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty close actually, you know?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see it. Is Rutgers going to just take a knee, or are they going to go for it all with 14 seconds left and two timeouts? All right, so Dylan Braithwaite is returning it once again. He gets up to the 24-yard line. And yeah, it looks like they're just going to hand it off to Manungai to end the half.
I don't
I
know. Play action. See, this is where you need to call the plays. You need
yeah.
play. See, that didn't do anything. What was the point of that? Like, what's
They
gonna happen?
gained
What's gonna happen?
nothing.
We're gonna throw a pick. Like, what's gonna happen? What's going to happen there? Next time we got to call the plays. I have a
Absolutely.
lot of I got a lot of problems with the fake Greg Schiano, and I don't really
Fake,
like the way
yeah.
he's going with this.
I mean, 9 passing, 36 total, 82 total yards between the two teams combined in the first half.
This is one of the things I wanted to look at. So like the number of plays isn't high enough, I feel like. It's got to be
Yeah.
more plays. But so like that's kind of the idea. Because this week I wanted to do something that was also because like I guess the idea is to also release this as like a regular audio episode. I don't is that gonna work? It might work. I think it works. I don't know.
I feel like we're talking enough about the game that people could
Yeah.
still feel immersed in the game as we're
Or if they
watching
don't
the.
care or if they don't care at all about the game, I feel
That's
like we're
true.
talking not about the game.
Yeah.
We're trying stuff here on Sports Radio 1766, and a lot of it might not work. I think this is going to work. So I'm trying to think other things. It might rain on Saturday. I mean, we're trying to figure that out earlier. That would be bad.
Yeah.
You'll be inside no matter. You'll be inside no matter what.
Thankfully, yes. All right. So Akron is starting with possession. Nice tackle by Sam Brown in kickoff coverage to
What
start
was
at the
was the
20-yard
food?
line.
What was the food on Saturday? Media food. As a non-media member, I wasn't there. I'm not there anymore.
It was the usual pregame, like the mac and cheese and pulled pork and all that stuff, and then
All right.
halftime was hot dogs, just like it usually
Halftime
is.
hot dogs, yeah.
Yeah,
I started skipping the halftime hot dogs the last couple of years
I
as
didn't
you get
eat
older.
pregame, so I definitely
Uh,
enjoyed a hot
mm,
dog.
mm.
All right, let's see
And
if
line is real long. You gotta get up there. You gotta get out there
yeah.
quick.
Oh yeah. Well, luckily for us, in the writers box, it's like right behind us. Instead of the broadcasters, we have to go up a set of stairs.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, Akron just got another first down on the ground. Gain of about
Getting, getting
12.
housed, getting housed by Akron at home.
This is not a great showing for the Scarlet Knights, who are a 23, I believe, point favorite
Oh,
in this game for
pound
Saturday.
Akron. Mo Akron money line, it would appear. Actually, you can't bet that in New Jersey. Go
No.
across the bridge.
Let's see. All
I've
right,
done that. I
so
did. I went to Staten Island once to bet on Rutgers men's basketball to win the Big Ten. That didn't work out.
what year? Well, none. They haven't won
Mag
it
when
yet, but
right before Mag got hurt.
oh,
In
okay.
like
So
I had to drive over and make the bet.
I mean, they were playing like the second best team in the conference at that
Yeah.
point, so not a bad bet. Just unfortunate luck. All right, second and 6. Let's see if Rutgers can finally get a stop down 10-0 to Akron at home in the second game of the season.
This is not good.
No, it's not. Nice tackle for no gain by Tyreen Powell. He's had a good game so far. The Akron running game hasn't done a ton. I believe they had 3 rushing yards at halftime.
So something we need to do is we need to I forgot what this we have to draw for the Rutgers Sports Outsider Sports Radio 1766 Fantasy Football Discord League. We have to do the draft order. So I need
We
to start
do.
writing people's names down. So I'm gonna
Okay,
start doing that.
nice pressure by Malcolm Ray on third down, and nice pass breakup by Tyreen Powell. The defense is stepping up so far. They have only allowed 3 points. The problem is the offense has allowed 7 points thanks to a pick six. But they did force a fourth down. We are going to get another punt. Let's see what Rutgers can do here with offense back out onto the field. Hopefully, here is the punt. It's a sky high kick. Christian Dremel back to receive at his own 23. I miss doing play by play, so I'm tapping into it just a little bit here.
I was noticing that because Alec just graduated from Rutgers. You just graduated, and you're not at WRSU anymore. So now you're resorting to calling the games on TV.
Ethan
Which
Caligmanis just
oh
took
no,
another sack. He's slow to get up. I've seen this animation before. I don't think this means an actual injury,
oh,
but CJ Nanali the fourth, who I think is actually pretty good in real life, just popped Ethan Caligmanis. That might have been a
oh
horse
that
collar
little
tackle.
horse collar.
But it's
Huh.
now second and 15. Ethan Caligmanis has taken 2 big sacks already in this game and has thrown an interception. It looks like he's okay. He's still in the game. Rutgers is now in dire straits on offense. Play action, and Caligmanis once again got hit as he threw it. And that's incomplete. So now 3rd and 15. I wonder what we're going to see based on the play calling so far by fake Kirk Shiraka. Probably another handoff to Monangai. Let's see. Let's see what the play call is. So a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Rutgers has, I believe, 31 yards of total offense right now. All right, here we go. Alec takes the snap. He's got all day in the pocket, thrown to the corner. That's a nice ball to Ian Strong for a first down.
Oh, I just caught it. All
So
right. I hadn't
Alec
been paying attention. I've been writing down names, so I don't know how where we are.
yeah, he is now in the positives in the passing yards department. That was a really nice corner route. Got the 2 feet in as well. Ian Strong, nice job.
If you told me this was like NCAA 2008, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
As like the game mechanics are concerned.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Kenny Fletcher in motion. Play action once again. Caligmanis actually moves in the pocket this time. Another nice throw on the sidelines, this time to Demir Miller. I think Caligmanis is starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here, and Rutgers is driving.
So did I exhaust all of the Akron people we had? We learned about Alexa Bliss. Well, those are all athletes. Hmm. Chris Bassett,
Oh wow,
baseball player.
he is
Good
he is
pitcher. He's a
solid.
horse.
He's
Underrated.
very very solid, underrated. All right, Monungai with a nice 7 yard run on first down. He's got 10 carries for 42 yards. I think 15 of them came on the first play from scrimmage for Rutgers.
Oh, Jim Tressel.
Oh wow.
Masters got a master's at Akron. Did you see there was a picture of Jim Tressel recently someone posted? He's jacked. I think
Wow.
he might have been Ohio State opener or something. He is jacked.
All right,
He's
Ethan
like
Calic
70, how old is he? 71. He's jacked.
he's got to be. Yeah, Ethan Calicmanis almost just threw another interception right to the linebacker. He dropped it. That should have been a turnover, but
Hmm.
now it's 3rd and short again. They keep going to the shot with this one camera guy being in the way. I would assume they would take a hint at some point that he's just not going to move. But here we go, 3rd down. Calicmanis over the middle, and Christian Dremmel's there just as he always is, sure-handed first down.
Ah, sure-handed. Sure-handed.
Ethan Calicmanis, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, has 58 passing yards and one interception. It looks
That
like,
feels. I mean, that feels. Well, I mean, that feels a little low.
yeah,
I do actually want to say this about Cal Manis. I think that maybe some of the expectations on him are a little high. Like as far as Rutgers isn't going to turn into some air raid team as long as he can just do basically if he can give he can't give what Winston gave last year on the ground, but if he can just not throw those like back-breaking interceptions and do pretty much everything else and be a little bit more accurate, like you don't 58 yards at the end of the third quarter is probably low, but like I don't think anything more as oh wow okay as he almost throws the fake it Alec
all
Manis
right.
almost threw a touchdown pass.
Christian Dremel once again over the middle, and that's another thing that we saw from Rutgers on Thursday that we haven't seen as much so far as throwing over the middle, as Caligmanis did just that, the fake version. The real one actually did it a lot as well on Thursday, and it looks like they're
Going on.
moving. Looks like they're moving in hurry up for some reason. They're at the 1 yard line. I'm assuming fake Kirk Shiraka is calling a handoff to Kyle Monungai right now. No, he's going to throw it at the 1 yard line, and wide open is Christian Dremel. Man, Dremel carried Rutgers on that drive, and they're finally on the board. A nice dance for Christian Dremel in the end zone. Wonder where he learned that. 3:27 to go. Rutgers now has to hold on defense, 10-6. I mean, we got a real barn burner going on at SHI Stadium.
He got something going on.
Man, Dremel was wide open in the back corner of the end zone. Nice job by him to just get open.
Is it me or did that block R looked off?
Which one?
The one that like in the screen transition, like it looked like
I think it's because I don't know if you follow the Sickos committee when they like bevel things.
yeah.
They kind of beveled it a little bit. That's probably
Wait,
why.
did they bevel things in this to
I
honor the Sickos committee?
I don't think that was intentional. All right, we got the Jay Patel extra point, and now
Oh,
Rutgers down 10 to
that's
7
possible.
to Akron with 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can stage a comeback or if the
I'm
Zips hold
sorry, but
on.
there is no way there'll be this many people here at the Akron game.
I doubt it. All right, here we go. Here's the kickoff from Jay Patel. Very nice kick into the end zone, and Akron's going to take it out. And a nice block shed, broken tackle, and gets up to the 20-yard line. All right, here we go. It's gut check time.
Oh, they're right out there, real quick. There's no
No.
breaks there.
All right, here we go. It's a handoff. And, all right, nice job by Robert Longerbeam and Tyrone Powell. Tyrone Powell's been all over the field. Hopefully he is all over the field on Saturday. We don't know, but we will have to wait and see. Now it's 2nd and 8. I wonder when they're going to start using their timeouts because the clock is at 3 minutes, and they still have the
Yeah.
2-minute timeout. Ben
Mm.
Finley's still in the game. They are on chew clock mode as we are now down to 1 second on the play clock, and it's another handoff to the outside. Nice job by Daryl Jabome and Bo Masco to take down the running back, and they are still not using their timeouts. With the way the play clock is set up, they will just take this down to the 2-minute timeout. But it is
Like
third and eight.
I can't get used to the 2 minute thing in
Yeah.
in college football. It's too weird.
All
Like
right, here we
it
go.
felt like a violation when I was at the when I was at Rutgers Stadium, considering the idea of a 2 minute warning. Like it just felt like as we have it here, but in the actual or in the fake game, it felt like a violation of like the space of college football. I don't know how to explain it, but it
Yeah.
felt like an intrusion. It felt like it didn't belong.
All right, here we go. Gut check time for Rutgers. 3rd down and 8. Let's see. Are they going to throw the ball? The Akron's going to throw the ball. Finley. It's a screen to the running back. Jabome sheds it. Can't get the tackle, but a nice
Uh,
job by the Rutgers defense. Aaron Lewis brings him down. They call timeout. Are they going to punt or will they go for it on 4th and 2 just to try to seal this game? I'd be
the
very
back
risky.
didn't the
Nope, they're
back
going to
didn't
punt.
wait enough to let the block set up for the screen.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Dremel back to receive as he always is. He's got room to return it, and he just fair catches it. All right, gut check time for Ethan Calicmanis and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights fake offense. Looks like Miller and Dremel are the receivers. Finds Miller over the middle. That's close to a first down, gain of 9 yards. Clock is ticking. Let's see if they run in the hurry up. They are not yet. They really aren't moving with that much urgency right now. At least not as much as I would like. The clock is running. They're finally at the line.
No, they got plenty of time. Got two timeouts, minute 24, plenty of time.
Caligmanis ripping it over the middle, and he's got Ian Strong. Here we go. Rutgers is now in field goal range, and Ethan Caligmanis is officially over
Scripted,
100 yards passing.
scripted. This is all scripted.
All right.
That was a dart.
That was a dart. He fired that over the middle. Put some great velocity on that ball and found Ian
So
Strong right in the hands.
what I'm learning about this is that we need to call the plays.
Yes, we do.
I think we have to call the plays. Is the biggest thing I have learned from here, and that the Rutgers offense is only good when up against the wall.
And Strong once again gets our first down. Now they're really in field goal range and they can score a touchdown. Now the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Do you try to take some more time off the clock to let them to at least give yourself an opportunity to take even more time off the clock before scoring?
I think that Rutgers should put the ball in the end zone. I think that they should just on first down try to put the ball in the end zone. Maybe let this clock run down. They didn't do that. That might be a
Calic
mistake.
Mandis, whoa! Demir Miller was wide open in the end zone and he
He
dropped
dropped it
it.
again. Is that his third of the game?
It
Man, I
was.
feel like I feel like Demir Miller would never drop three passes in a game. I feel like this game is doing him dirty.
He was wide open. He caught the ball, and then a hit from the linebacker jarred it loose. So here we go. 2nd and goal. Calic Manis in the shotgun, but guy to the left. Here we go. Calic Manis takes the shotgun snap, fires over the middle. He found Dremel. It looked like he had a foot out of bounds, though.
If you're in this game, and I feel like we should ask, maybe we could ask some players this question. They have the game. Do they edit their stats to make them better? They
You
have. Like if
actually,
you're in this game, you probably disagree with your stats. Most players probably think that they're better than the game says that they are. So
yeah.
in your own personal version, you have to edit your own stats, right?
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal. My console just went dark. Here we go. Fires the end zone, and that's a throwaway. So now they'll have to settle for the tie. You actually can't edit
That
any of the actual players in the game
what?
for legal reasons, I would assume,
Okay. You can't edit
because
their ratings.
you can't edit anything.
Can you create a player?
You can, yeah, you can create a player.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Johnny Shepard to hold. Jay Patel to kick. Looks like it'll be a 23-yard field goal. Snap spot, kick is up, and it is good. And Rutgers has
Hey,
tied the game.
Johnny Shepard isn't the holder. I wasn't. He's not the holder in the real life, right?
No, and oh yeah, they did bevel the Rutgers logo. Now that I look at it, and basically any and all EA football games, they just have the backup quarterback be the
Yeah.
default holder.
I know. I didn't know if
Yeah,
that if they would change that at all.
fake Greg Schiano is absolutely ecstatic right now.
Who is this guy? Was
I
that the coach?
That is the coach. He's not even
He
wearing
looks like
red.
he looks like he's like 20. He looks really young. He looks like
Yeah.
he's really achieved a lot in life at his young age.
All right, a nice tackle by I could not see who that was, but it looks like I don't think Akron's gonna try to hand this off. I think they're just going to try to hand this off and send this to overtime. All right, we got a
We
counter
are now
run to
going
the
to
left
overtime
side.
in
Yeah.
the fake game.
Wow. You can't ask for a better start to this series than an overtime classic between Rutgers and Akron at SHI Stadium on an overcast Saturday
Could you
morning.
imagine? Could you imagine
I
if this game
believe
goes to
way in the back, right next to the scoreboard, that's the Harrison, I believe it's called, that apartment building on Easton Ave. It's pretty cool that they added that into the game.
When's the last time? One more play. Oh,
Here we go, handoff and taken down at the 25-yard line as time expires. Free football for everyone listening and watching to Central Jersey, or not Central
when?
Jersey, Sports Radio 1766. I almost said Central Jersey Sports Radio.
Yeah, no, no, that's fine. It's funny when I was coming up with the name, I was like, is Pavlichko going to think I was stealing from him? I didn't actually like consider the idea that it was similar at all until I made up the name and then made the logo. I was like, this isn't the same as Central Jersey Sports Radio, but it sort of sounds the same. Okay. If we're not competing in any way because they're totally different things. Central Jersey Sports Radio covers high school sports, and Mike Pavlichko is like the king of New Jersey high school football coverage.
You can say that
Uh,
again.
but I wasn't gonna say, but like it did occur to me. This is kind of sort of. It sounds like a competitor, but it's not.
All right, here we go.
Does
Akron,
he still
Rutgers
have
won
his
the
folder
toss.
that's his broken folder?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Akron, play action. Finley has all time to throw, and it's deflected away by Bo Masco in the end zone. Yeah, Rutgers won the toss. They elected to play defense first, which is the smart thing to do in college football overtime.
Oh, Masco's a great football name. It's
Yeah,
a
and he's also
fantastic
he's a
football name.
redshirt freshman because he only played in the Pinstripe Bowl last year. But he has Al Shadi Salam didn't play on Thursday, but Bo Masco played very well in his place. The two of them were kind of battling for that slot corner spot, but I thought Masco played pretty well. All right, here
Which
we
you
go
would have
again.
found out about from Alec's depth chart analysis.
Yeah, exactly. All right, 4 yard run. Now it's 3rd and 6. The Rutgers defense has stepped up in the second half. 0 points allowed. Not a lot of yards either in
What
overtime
is the
now.
last overtime game at Rutgers? Is it 20? I want to say 2013? I don't know. When's the last?
Well, the COVID year they played Michigan to triple overtime.
Oh, that's right. That doesn't count though.
Finley, oh, he left the tight end wide open for a touchdown on a corner route. Looks like Longerbeam lost him and left him open. So Akron
As,
strikes first in overtime.
I feel like that doesn't count as something that happened at home. Like it doesn't count if it happened during the 2020 season.
Man, that's a nice throw by Finley to just put it right where it needed to be.
The
Yeah,
only thing that happened at the stadium that counts during the 2020 season actually didn't count. It was that lateral play against Indiana.
Raekwon
That
O'Neal
counts.
just chucking the
That
ball over
happened.
his head.
But everything else that happened at home that season didn't actually happen as Akron takes a 17-10 lead on the extra point here on Sports Radio 1766 as this game winds down. Should we go for two? I think Rutgers should probably go for two if they score a touchdown here.
They
I don't know
should,
if they
but
will. Do you
they
think
won't.
that Greg Schiano would do that?
A real Greg Schiano might, but fake Greg
I think
Schiano
he would.
absolutely will not. All right, here's Calic Manis
He
over
doesn't
the
look like he's
middle.
got a lot of conviction.
Oh wow, Dremel scores a one-play touchdown. Wow,
How
that
long is
was
this game
impressive.
going to go on?
Well, eventually, so in the second overtime, if you recall, you after a touchdown you have to go for two, and then once you get to the third overtime, it's only 2 point conversion
Oh,
attempts.
that's the third overtime now? I,
Yeah,
I forget. When did that even start? I don't remember. The only thing I remember is I remember that Illinois Penn State game where nobody could, where I think
I think
Art Sikowski was the quarterback by the
yeah,
end.
he like broke his arm in that game too. He couldn't even finish it.
And then Illinois won, right? That was when they won in like 10
Nine.
overtimes, nine
It was nine.
overtimes.
I think that was the first year of that being in place. Yeah,
It
it was
was,
nine
yeah.
overtimes. All right, let's see if
We
Jay
go for two.
Patel. No, let's see if Jay Patel can send the game
Oh,
to
this
a
is
second
cowardly.
overtime.
Coward football. I really don't like the fake Greg Schiano. I don't. He doesn't look professional. He looks too young for the job. Did he miss it?
He made it. I'm assuming.
Okay. I've
Yeah. All
also
right.
okay.
We are headed to a
This
second
is
overtime at SHI Stadium.
hmm. We yes, we're headed to a second overtime in this simulation.
All right, here we go. Can they score on one play again? We haven't seen Kyle Monungai carry the ball at all. Oh, what a diving catch by Christian Dremel. Calic Manis has 189 yards. I'm pretty sure he had like three in the first half.
He did, yeah. He's really well. They ever since that fourth quarter came along, he really started to step it up.
And Christian Dremel has once again been that most reliable weapon. All right, here we go. Now it's first and goal from the 4 yard line. Again, Kyle Monungai has not gotten a carry. I think he's gotten like one carry since the second half, as right as he gets it now. And he gets to the 2. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Second and goal in the second overtime against Akron in the second game of the season after a 44-7 victory over Howard. Here we go. And
Oh,
once
I
again,
forgot about the. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm assuming Ben Finley will not be starting the game this weekend as he is in the fake game. It'll probably be Taj Bullock as Alec throws to the end zone. A nice sliding catch. There's Kenny Fletcher, the tight end converted from the defensive line. So Rutgers strikes first in the second overtime, and they do have to go for 2. So let's see what the play call is here. Here we go. There's some Rutgers fans celebrating as they take the lead against Akron. Yeah, the more I look at it, it does look like they beveled every single team logo in this game.
In a way that like is, I feel like it's an homage. I feel like it's an homage to the
It has to be.
beveling culture.
All right, here we
Um,
go. Can this cameraman please move out of the way?
yeah,
I
this is all
am.
I've seen this entire game is this guy's pooper. The
All
entire
right.
game, I feel like I just keep seeing. I just like, keep looking at this guy's butt.
All right, here we go. Rutgers going for 2. Kaliak dropping back, fires over the middle, and Kenny Fletcher's wide open again. Wow. Ethan Kaliak has been locked in since
So
the
this is
fourth quarter started.
25. I mean, I know it's overtime, so it's a little inflated, but that's now 20. So that's wait, that's they've scored 25 points in the last like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
And
pretty
there's no
much.
clock in overtime. But their last three drives, yeah, this is. I don't know how realistic this is for them to score that quickly.
All right. Oh, wow. That was a great pass and a hit by Flip Dixon, but Akron is once again marching down the field. Here we go. Is this headed for 9 overtimes as well? I hope not, because
Could you imagine?
I do have places to be. Wow, that was a nice hit by Flip, but a good job by the wide receiver to hold on. Here we go. The stadium pulse is at 100%. We are currently blocking it, so let's see if I can move us, or it's gone now. But all right, here we go. Passing the flat, and it's complete. Second and 4. Let's see if Rutgers can get a stop. I'm going to move us over from right to left so you can actually see the stadium pulse.
Oh, now
Once
we're looking at
again,
this guy's caboose again.
there we go. Now you can see the stadium pulse is all the way at the top. So Akron must be
The
absolutely
night
rattled right now.
pulse. We still do that at the rack. Do they still do that thing?
I think so. All right, here's a pass thrown away. Okay, third and 4 for Akron. Aaron Lewis almost got home, but Finley felt the pressure and just airmailed it out of the back of the end zone. Third down. Let's see. Does fake Joe Harrison-Miak dial up a blitz here? I don't think Rutgers has sent a blitz through the entire game.
I don't think so. This guy. They have not done a good job
No.
of approximating Greg Schiano.
All right, here we go. Finley dropping back. Once again, sending 4. Fires over the middle, and it's a touchdown once again. And now Akron has to go for 2 to try to tie this game.
You imagine this game on Saturday?
If this actually happens in real life, I don't know what's going to happen. All right,
What
here
kind
we
of crowd?
go.
Yeah, 'cause, like the rain might really drive people away on Saturday. Obviously, look, it's a game that is might be lately attended anyway.
Yeah.
Though I mean, it's the first Saturday game of the year, right? Like there was it was funny. I was thinking about the Howard game, and just nothing about it is serious, right? Like, and I know Rutgers isn't the only team that plays Howard and does all these games, but like, there's like it's a Thursday 6 o'clock. They're playing Howard. There's like the stadium's half full. It was a very unserious game.
All right, here we go. Finley to tie the game. Deflected, and Rutgers survives. Once again, Eric Rogers. They are storming the field. The team is, at least. Eric Rogers makes the game-winning pass breakup, and Rutgers survives in double overtime, 25-23. I mean, that was an instant classic right there at SHI Stadium.
He'd be walking out to midfielder just with his lip not locked in its Shiano anger place, right? There's no way he
Yeah.
not that he's ever like smiling after a game, but he'd be not happy after that one. I got the highlights there. I like this like these theatrical highlights. These are cool.
And here we go.
Okay, so we learned.
They're singing the alma
Oh,
mater now.
that's cool. Okay, that's really cool. That's cool. I like
Wow.
the
Instant classic.
thematics there. Look at
Look
that,
at
an
that.
instant classic here. So what did we
Yeah.
learn here?
So we
We
learned
learned
that the quarters need to be longer.
orders need to be longer. We need to call the plays.
Yes.
I don't think it's possible to do this in a way that makes it work as a podcast,
No.
like as in audio form. I
This
don't
could
think
be this could be supplemental to an audio form.
this would not be like a replacement for actually doing an episode. This would be like We're just kind of having a production meeting. We
Yes.
used to do this with the RE Screw Pod all the time. It doesn't matter. So we're just kind of having a production meeting right here. So in order to do this, we would do it live, right?
Yes.
We would have people helping out, calling the play, some kind of interactive system, and the quarters would be longer, and we wouldn't. It will not. I don't think we're gonna put this out as an audio episode. I don't think it's gonna work.
Probably not.
Yeah. But
Let's
people will
take
obviously
a
still be able to get it
let's
on
take a look at
YouTube.
some of
Let's
the
look at the
stats.
stats. Yeah, let's look at
Look at
some of
that.
the
ten
stats
10 to
here.
nothing at halftime. Rutgers rallies to score 10 consecutive points in the fourth quarter, and then they outscore Akron 15 to 13 in the two overtime periods to win the
Mm,
game. Let's see. 25 points, 12 first downs to Akron's 7, 222 total yards of offense compared to Akron's 127.
mm.
13 carries for 31 yards, 0 touchdowns on the ground compared to 14, 32, no, and nothing for Akron. The problem is they factor in sacks into rushing yards, so that's why it's so low. But Ethan Kaligmanis, 13 of 21 passing for 3 touchdowns, 191 yards. They were 2 of 6 on third down compared to Akron's 3 of 8. Nobody went for it on fourth down because both these fake coaches are cowards. That 0 for 1 2-point conversion was the difference in this game. And as well as the red zone efficiency. And the only turnover in the game was Ethan Kaligmanis' pick six in the second quarter. And not much else going on here. I mean, Rutgers outgained them 0 penalties, so they played disciplined football. And Rutgers did hold the ball for 2 more minutes than Akron did. Individual stats: Ethan Kaligmanis, 13, once again 13 to 21, 191 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. And then Ben Finley, 8 of 17, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. For running the ball, Charles Kellum, 13 carries, 42 yards, and Ben Finley did take 1 sack for negative 10 yards. And for Rutgers, Kyle Nagai had 11 carries for 44 yards. Ethan Kaligmanis took 2 sacks for negative 13 yards. Christian Dremel carried the offense down the stretch, 6 catches, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ian Strong had some big catches down the stretch too, 3 catches, 71 yards. Demir Miller, 2 receptions for 28 yards, but did have 3 drops. And then Kenny Fletcher had a touchdown, and Chris Long caught 1 ball for 0 yards. And for Akron, we don't have to say their names because they lost. We already This has
They
already gone
lost
on
it
long
there.
enough. Kobe
All
Asamoah and
good.
Holland Pierce each allowed a sack, but Gus Linsky gets 5 pancakes. He also played well in the season opener, so shout out to him.
Gosh. Yeah, their
Um,
offensive line. They got really high marks from PFF, right?
yeah,
Rutgers was getting really
they did.
high grades,
All right,
high
so
praise.
Tareem Powell led the way with 7 total tackles. Robert
Oh,
Longerman
but he's
had
got a lot of fake
5.
tackles. Look at all those
Yeah,
assists.
the
All those fake tackles.
look at all of barely anyone had solo tackles. That's kind of crazy to me. Aaron Lewis and Malcolm Ray each had a tackle for loss, as well as they each had half a sack. And nothing nothing else. Tareem Powell had a pass deflection. Wesley Bailey had a pass deflection, and Bo Masco had 2 pass deflections. Eric Rogers, I don't know why it's not there. He also had a pass deflection that won them the game,
Oh wow.
and
Incorrect stat keeping.
absolutely nothing else. And
Sam
then,
Brown
of
5.
course, the kicking. Jay Patel went 1 for 1 on field goals and 2 for 2 on extra points. Shout out Jay Patel. Michael Hartshorn had 3 punts for
Five-star kicker.
114 yards, average of 38, and nice job by Dylan Braithwaite, and nothing for Christian Drummond in the return game. So that's all the stats. That was completely unnecessary run through the stats from a fake video game, but it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things is if you're ever in the middle of something and it's just like and you feel and it feels like you felt that you should have stopped. You could just stop. It feels like you were like, I want to stop this, but I don't want to stop this. And you just
Well,
stop.
I got
You
to
can just
tell the people the stats.
eject. Yeah, you can just eject. You hit the eject button and you fly off into the air and the parachute comes down and everything's fine.
This was
You can
crazy.
just straight you can eject.
Akron scored 10 points in about a minute,
Yeah,
and
that's right. At
then
the end of the first half. No.
Rutgers scored 10 points in about 3 minutes,
Can you
and
imagine
then
how
overtime
boring this
happened.
game would be to watch? If it was 10-0. I mean, obviously, look, at the end it was exciting. Rutgers came back and they won the game. If it was 10-0 in the fourth quarter of Rutgers Akron, it would be one of the most painful experiences in the history of that stadium, at least for me.
Especially given the first score of the game was Ethan Kaligmanis throwing the ball into the flat, only for it to get intercepted by Joey Hunter and taken all the way for a touchdown.
Okay, so something I want to do. Okay. All right. I think that just came over. I forgot to record the Zoom call, but that's fine. You have the recording on your end.
Yeah.
So the only thing we have to do before we go is we did say We do have our Rucker Sports Outsider Discord, or sorry, Fantasy Football League draft lottery right now. I am going to do that. I've got 10 names. I got a little hat. Okay.
I'm gonna make us
Got a little
bigger
hat.
so that we can all see it, and
Okay.
put us front and center over the
Yeah.
abomination that was the
Okay.
25 to 23 game.
Okay. And there are literally 10 people who will be interested in this, but those 10 people will be able to see who we get here. All right. So we just got names in a bowl. Okay. There's no shenanigans. I don't want to be accused. I feel like Raj will accuse me of shenanigans. It's something Raj will do. There's no shenanigans here, Raj. Just names and a thing. All right, let's go with the 10th. We go with first pick first or 10th pick first?
Let's go 10th. Let's go down.
10th pick, we're going 10th. Okay, with the 10th pick in the draft. We have Raj.
I knew it.
Raj. Okay. Ninth pick in the draft will be me, Max. There it is.
So actually not rigged because you gave yourself the second to last pick.
No, but Raj is gonna say that I would sacrifice, like, in order to make it so he had something bad happen to him, I would totally make it look like oh, look, I got the ninth pick, so, it's obviously not bad. Up, we've got the Fine family, Fine for Hall of Fame,
We
number
here at Sports Radio
eight.
1766 are fully in favor of the Fine for Hall of Fame campaign.
The Fines are at eight. All right. We're down to 10 teams this year. We had 12 in the past, or last year. Now we have 10. Now we've got our commissioner, Ayez. We've got him at seven. All right. We've got actually let me do that. Okay, we've got Mike Vorkunov, our celebrity member of the league, Mike Vorkunov of the Athletic with the sixth pick. The
For those watching in the background, after Max has done picking the teams, I am going to brag about how good I am at Dynasty Mode in this game.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're kind of is the video still on? In the video, can you still see, or are we in front of it?
We are in front of it, but you can kind of see it.
We've got Alec,
That's me.
fourth pick. Yeah.
The fighting TKRs reign supreme after a last place finish last year.
Who won the league last year? I never remember.
I don't remember.
I have no idea. Because we have three people who didn't do the league. It might have been some. I don't know. It might have been Kyle. I don't know who. I don't know who won the league. I really have no idea.
I feel like it might have been.
Uh,
I don't know.
the fourth pick belongs to Mike Lee,
Noted
weatherman.
meteorologist of Sports Radio 1766.
The official. I don't think he's signed up for this, but he's the official meteorologist. I think he is. I think he signed up for that.
Well,
So I think
Danny's the fake
yeah.
meteorologist.
Oh, that's right. We discovered that in the last episode. We've got my brother Jake just joined the league this year. Hammock in the Discord. He is the third pick. And now, let's see. I know one of the people that's left. I can't think of who the other one is. With the second pick belongs to Jack. Jack Reichig, famous beneficiary of nepotism. And then with the first pick in the draft, I really don't remember who's left. Oh, Adam. Congratulations, Adam.
There
You've
we go.
got the number one. All right.
Congratulations, Adam.
All right.
Well, that was a fun
Well, that does it.
exercise.
That was fun. I feel like there's more
Now,
fun with than picking out of a hat, but I
yeah.
was kind of pressed for time.
And now I'm going to
Um,
brag about how good I am at Dynasty.
oh yeah,
So
we're doing this. We're bragging.
I took over the Rutgers job after a Pinstripe Bowl victory, and we have since made the college football playoff every single year, I believe. I'm just that good. I play on All American, so it's not like I'm beating up on bad competition. We are in 2033 right now, in the midst of another campaign to make the national championship game. I signed a 5-year contract last year. Next up, we have a Rose Bowl matchup against Washington, so that should be fun. I did change the conferences. I reinstated the Pac-12. Let's see if I
Oh,
can do
nice. That's
this.
big. That's good.
Let's see
Did
if I
they have the
can do this in
logo
a
or no?
way that would make sense. So let's go back to
Hmm.
week one. I changed. So I put. You know, this is too complicated. I don't know. I put some of the conferences back to where they would make logical sense. You can draw your own conclusions with that. But yeah, this is me bragging about my dynasty.
Yeah. So how many titles have we won at this point? You're in 2033?
Let me. Is there a way to see my coach like career? Coach stats. There we go. Here, let me just make this a little bit smaller and put us back over here. Okay, so in my career, I am 153 and three. I have one. I do have 10 straight winning seasons. I do have seven national championships in 9 years. I have had 30 draft picks, which
Wow.
yeah.
It's big.
Apparently, Southern Mississippi has had seven top five
Lou
recruiting
Lindsay?
classes, but that's
Is that a real
interesting.
person? Not a real
No,
person.
none of these guys are real.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, Alec Himmel, the next
Oh, hey.
dynastic head coach of Rutgers football. Um,
Looking good there. You guys, is that a bun? Is that like you got like a bun going on top?
oh no,
I
that
feel like
is. I'm gonna move us over again. That is the. That's like a spike at the top, like the like spiky hair at the top.
okay.
Unfortunately, they don't have my glorious long hair in the game.
But yeah, we need to get a maybe some kind of hair
Yeah,
sponsorship.
so I had to make do, but it's fine.
Yeah. You said you don't use
This
your
guy,
product.
this guy used to be my defensive coordinator at one point, and now he's at Florida
Larry
State.
Huff. Larry
Um,
Huff. That sounds like a defensive coordinator.
yeah, and he also just kind of looks like it too. Also, Kelvin Harmon, who was formerly of the Washington Commanders in the NFL after going to NC State, is my offensive coordinator. Even though I'm pretty sure that was an unintentional move to make Kelvin Harmon in the game. He is my offensive coordinator, and he is very good at his job. He went to high school in New Jersey, so that's pretty cool. He
Why was
returned
it
to
a
his home
mistake to put
state.
him? He's like a real. Is he a real? He's a real person.
He is a real
There is.
person, but this I'm assuming
Yeah.
this is not the real Kelvin Harmon. He actually went to North Carolina State. Rutgers recruited him. So in this fictional universe, he returned home to help lead the Scarlet Knights to lots of glory in the college football world.
Played for the Philadelphia Stars,
Yeah,
the USFL. Okay. All right. So that we figured out some stuff here. We figured out how to use Zoom. We did figure that out. We worked out some of the kinks with this. I do think there's something here to, I don't know, if we get some people to watch and maybe get to help us with calling some plays, that could be fun. Um, I think that this episode was, how can I put this? Well, I was talking about I think that it's training camp. I think that we're in training camp. We're trying to go 1-0 every week. We're trying to improve things. We're trying to figure things out. We're gonna try stuff. And I think the most important thing is that we got the equipment plugged in and we took the capture card and we plugged it into the Xbox and it worked and we were able to record video. I think that was the biggest thing today. So we got the game on Saturday. I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna be there with my brother. I'm going with Danny. I think this is it. I think this is my week to be. See, I don't even really want to go into like the fancy people club. I really just I want to be loved. I want to be shown love.
you want to be
Um,
given free cool stuff.
well, yeah, I want to be. Yeah, I want to be the beneficiary of free stuff. And that's always good. And I'm gonna be making some honey deuces. I'm gonna be bringing some honeydew stuff to the tailgate. Gonna be making some honeydews there. That'll be fun. And yeah. I think that we are done here. I think we're done.
I think so. Well, this was a fun, I would say it's an eye opening episode of Sports Radio 1766. We went for longer than I thought we would. We are at almost an hour now,
Okay.
thanks
Okay.
to the game going into double overtime. But
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a double OT game.
this was
Thank
fun.
you for. But
Rutgers,
if you're still here, by the way, thank you
yeah,
for coming through this with us because we're learning here on the fly, and we really appreciate it.
indeed, especially all the day one support. Shout out Mike from Pennsylvania for the day one support as well. Um, Speaking of which, do you have anything coming in on the text line before we say so long?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the text. Forgot I wasn't hyping up the text line 256-667-1760. Have you memorized that yet, by the way? Do you have that
Not
committed to
yet,
memory?
but I
256.
am
It's
working
pretty
on it.
56, which is a good number. It's a power of two, so that's cool. Two to the eighth power is 256. It's a cool number in that way. 667. is just an easy thing to remember. That's like what 2/3 rounds two, right? And then 1766, obviously. It's Lexington, Alabama. If you go on Google Voice, you can just like pick your number. And I thought that was the best sounding 1-256-667-1766. But you can send in a text. I might turn it into a text line. I could text. I could just do what like the NJ Advanced Media guys do and just like break news on there, but not real news, right? Like I'm not going to
We
be.
don't have a lot of news to break.
We could though. Would you want to be? I don't want to be a news breaking entity. That seems so stressful. You have to like be right and all that kind of stuff.
All this journalism
Um,
stuff.
was there anything from the text line that I wanted to read? We got a couple. Did Greg Schiano manipulate Pat Hobbs um get to resign in order to take over the athletic department? It's possible. Oh, you know what? I'll just skip these for now. You don't need to do these. Okay. Uh, so next week I say, or maybe we'll take the week off. I don't know. We'll do a more traditional episode, I think. Maybe we'll come back with something like this the week of the Virginia Tech game, kind of talk about how we want to go about this. But yeah, I envision a regular episode coming out next week. And I'll record something. I'll definitely record. We'll talk on Saturday. I'm going to record something at the Akron game. And maybe this time we can actually. We tried to record something and then we couldn't do it on Zoom on the phone for some reason, or I couldn't do it, or I think you probably have to do it because you could record it to the cloud because you have the account. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Maybe
But
I
yeah,
can.
record some. Go ahead.
Maybe we can meet up at some point. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get stuff recorded for Saturday. We'll get that out there. Do a more traditional episode hopefully next week, and then maybe do something with the Rutgers football simulated season the week after that. So we got a lot of stuff going on here on Sports Radio 1766.